What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Premier League 2024-25 predictions. Now, guys, before I start, these are my predictions. If you like it, the more the merrier. Come along. If you don't like it, hey, cry more, man. It's only a bit of fun. But yeah, let's get into it. The way it's going to work, I'm going to predict the top 10 to number 1, as well as the relegation zone, the bottom 3, as well as the top goal scorer and the player of the season. Hey, let's get into it. At number 10, I pick Brighton to finish 10th place. Now, Brighton have a young manager, by the way. He's like 31. Fabian, I can't pronounce his second name, but yeah, young manager, exciting, youthful squad. I'm excited to see that Brighton attack, yeah? The attack of Mitoma, Yao Pedro, and either Adingra or the Gambian winger Minter. Yeah, for me, they're my personal teams to watch this season. I think they're going to be exciting, attacking football, fluid. Obviously, as well, they're going to have a teething period because their manager, this is his first season. Like, he's pretty much the definition of learning on the job. Like, he's going to go through trials and tribulations on how to, change this and change that. So I think finishing 10th for Brighton, to be fair, will be an achievement. But yeah, Brighton in 10th place. In 9th place, we have Aston Villa. In 9th place, Unai Emery's side, of course. Villa in the Champions League. So I see them as a bit of a Newcastle 2.0. Haven't been in the Champions League for a while, and they might struggle juggling both of competitions. Now, as well as Unai Emery, he has to beat these allegations or try to beat these allegations of second season syndrome. He does worse than the first season. Arsenal fans will know about that, etc. So, can he do it? We'll have to wait and see. As well as, I feel like Aston Villa, they haven't really added too much to their squad. They've more replaced. For example, Onana replacing Douglas Luiz and selling Diaby and replacing him with the whole City winger, former player, Jaden, I think it's Philigen, yeah, as well. They've only added Barkley and Matson. So I don't feel like they've bolstered their squad enough to handle both Champions League and Premier League, plus cup competitions as well. So that's why I feel like Villa will place 9th. In 8th place, we have the Geordies, Newcastle United. Yes, they, I believe, will finish in 8th place. Newcastle, to be fair to them, they've kept their spot. Not their spot. They've kept their players in Gimenez, Isak and Gordon. But the two things that Newcastle struggled with last season was injuries, fatigue. Two main things. So I'm looking at it like now, obviously they're back to 1 game a week, but still, where's the quality in depth? You haven't done anything. As well as with Eddie Howe, Newcastle fans, from what I see, some people like him, some people don't like him. But can he galvanize the squad like he once did to, push for the European positions? He may do, It might be an outside shout that Newcastle do that, because we did see the best Newcastle when they were playing 1 game a week. Who's to say they can't do it again? But I still say they need at least 1 or 2 signings to come in before the end of the window. But I'll place them at 8th place just on that. At 7th place, we have the mighty. No, I'm joking. They're not mighty. But we have Tottenham Hotspurs at 7th place. And again, they got Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou. Na 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 na. His belly's walking massive. Hey. Anyways, but yeah, Tottenham have Ange, and again, although that they've brought in Dominic Solanke for a big bad boy fee, 65 million. Boom, Tottenham on Solanke's head top. Yeah, they've brought in a striker now. No more poo blood. Yeah. Although they've brought in Solanke and Archie Gray, I just believe that, again, they still haven't addressed enough issues. Their wingers, Meady, Tottenham. Wingers, meaty. Again, we saw last season, Mickey van der Ven goes down. Maddison goes down. It's peak. How they replaced them. With Tottenham, I just feel like their squad's light. I just feel like they don't have quality and depth. Because again, Maddison, Bentancur goes down. Their replacements, the level goes down instantly. Like, they haven't done enough, especially as well. We know Tottenham struggle with double competitions, and they're in Europa League as well this season. Like, imagine they get further and further, round the 16 quarterfinals, etc. Like, will they cope? Probably not. And your main, like, Achilles heel may be Ange himself, because this is Ange's second season. And you can't be doing high line for life again this season. You have to improve. You have to change. You have to adapt to the Premier League. Again, it is sink or swim. If you want to be stubborn, you know you're going to sink. If you want to not be stubborn, you'll swim. But yeah, I believe Tottenham, again, the games will just be too much for their squad. Pretty much, I believe. But they may surprise us. But I still think they'll finish 7th place. In 6th place, we have Mandem FC. Yeah? They're taking Crystal Palace's tag. Harlem Spartans. Kennerton where it started. Yeah? In Chelsea, in 6th place, Enzo Maresca's Blues. Now, Chelsea, fam, why do they have so much players? Like, Chelsea, bro, there's no more room in the inn. There's too much players in that squad. Like the nightclub is full. Literally. Chelsea moving like one team that's just raving. Too much people. They need to get rid. And this is why I believe there's quality in that squad. But I believe Maresca's going to have a... Fam, you're going to give him headache after headache, migraine after migraine. Yeah? Because Maresca in his first season, he has to find out what his best 11 is. Who his best players are. Who he can trust. Who will actually play for him. Yeah? Who he can lean on in like tough games, etc. And what's it called? Sort out as well all the bad eggs in the squad. Like, it's going to be very rough. As a Man United fan, by the way, I know how rough it can be in the first season. Yeah? So I feel like Chelsea, I'm even being generous putting them 6th. Yeah? Because I would say they can even, because they have Conference League as well, they can even finish 8th or something like that. But just solely based on the quality and the players in the squad, yeah, I say they'll finish in 6th position. Now, in 5th place, we have the West Ham's purple, innit? Or is it burgundy? Whatever colour it is. Yeah. West Ham, pretty much, guys. West Ham in 5th place. Now, West Ham, they're another team slowly cooking, yeah? Alongside Brighton, Palace, teams like that. When you look at their business, they're cooking. Like, upon having Paqueta, Bowen, Kudus, yeah? They're now adding Crescencio, Somerville, Fulkrug, Wan-Bissaka. I saw they added a South American player. There's someone else that I'm missing. I know I am. You guys will know in the chat. But yeah, West Ham are cooking, yeah, with their players. So it wouldn't surprise me. They have one game a week as well. It wouldn't surprise me under Lopetegui if they start cooking West Ham. Yeah, they've really turned up in this window. Like Lopetegui as well. I know he's more a defensive type of manager, but it's all about now you have like talk about backing a manager, by the way, in their first season. Talk about like for any team. West Ham have backed him. He now has to deliver, and he has to adapt his style to help all these players to thrive in his system, literally. But West Ham, again, we've seen previous seasons, West Ham one game a season. One game a season, one game a week. What they can do. And maybe it's their time again to do so. And I feel like they've done better business than the likes of Tottenham, etc. Now, on to 4th position, we have, and it does kind of, grip me that I'm saying this, but Manchester United in 4th place. Yeah, I feel like we're going to finish 4th. It was between 3rd and 4th, but I was like 4th. Man United, we need to get 4th cleanly, by the way. Top 4 is a minimum, Ten Hag, a minimum. And I need 4th and 5th by the end of the season to have minimum a 5-point gap. Yeah? None of this during the last weeks of the season. Just running about, panicking, panic stations. Man United fans worried. Like, Man United fans being mathematicians, like, trying to search out, how many games do we need to win to get top 4? How many points do we need? None of that. We need a clean top 4 finish, Ten Hag. Minimum. Yeah? Minimum. But I believe with the signings we made, Zertsky, Yoro, De Ligt, Mazawari, etc., that Ten Hag, you must perform. Because you know if you don't perform, you're gone out the door. So there's no telling about that. Ten Hag, please save your job. Please do your position. Play your role. There we go. In 3rd place, we have the slot machine, Arne Slot. Insert your coin to start Liverpool. Now, Liverpool, they've done no business, by the way. No business. Yeah? I think they're one of the few clubs to do no business in, like, Europe. But the positive for them is that they have been doing well during pre-season, as well as they haven't stolen no one. So their base is still there. All of Klopp's men are still there. Liverpool, I don't think they'll challenge for the title, but I feel like they'll still keep a decent level again. But early shout, if Liverpool don't make one single signing, if Man United finish 3rd, hey, I said it here first, yeah? Now, on to the final 2. Can I get a drum roll, please? Man City 2nd, Arsenal 1st. Let's do it. We cannot be having Man City doing a 5-peat. We cannot. Impossible, yeah? Like, I know I'm taking a leap of faith here, but again, I don't like Arsenal, but I love a story filled with tears, filled with pain, filled with heartache, and then they just rise. Not Arsenal, but they just rise, yeah? To be fair, Arsenal have had that. But you know what I mean. I love the underdog story, yeah? But, again, City losing Alvarez, etc. They're looking to sign a few more signings. Maybe they might be losing a bit of steam. Maybe Arsenal flame is bigger than City's right now. But knowing City, knowing Pep, he's a man. Like, City may be losing gas, but you see Pep down the road coming with a big tank of gas coming to refuel City. Like, you can never underestimate them. It's crazy. But yeah, City 2nd. That's just purely on hope and me hoping City finishes 2nd. And Arsenal 1st. Arsenal, hey, all the heartache, all the tears, all the pain. Yeah, the vengeance is on for Arsenal. Like, they know the feeling of missing out by that much. They know it now. They know the feeling of being a loser. Yeah, hopefully Arteta can use that. Yeah, and fuel them. You see when Arteta in the documentary, like on the whiteboard, put up Tony's tweet. Yeah, I hope he can do that and energize these Arsenal players and don't let this City team do a 5-peat, bro. If it's Arsenal or City, yeah, I can't lie, it's a very hard choice, but I would say Arsenal. Because at 5-peat, nobody's ever done that, by the way. Like, that would be a madness. So, yeah, hopefully Arsenal win the league and do it. Hey, 3rd time lucky. And, guys, Golden Boot winner. Let's think. No, I'm joking. It's going to be Erling Haaland. Like, what can I say? If Arsenal signed Victor Osimhen, by the way, I would say Osimhen might be the Golden Boot winner. Because Arsenal, they score goals for fun. They bagged the most goals last season. So if they sign a cold elite striker, or not even elite, a decent striker, yeah? And if it's Osimhen, I say they win. But, yeah, it's going to be Erling Haaland. Like, there's no two ways about it. No point doing too much. It's going to be Haaland. And player of the season. Player of the season. I low-key want to say Martin Odegaard. Yeah. Odegaard or Saka, I think, might be player of the season. Yeah. But I think I'm going to say Martin Odegaard. I say Martin Odegaard, player of the season. Yes. Odegaard, you heard it first. If he actually is, come back to this video. I said it first. Odegaard player of the season. I could have said a Man United player like Kobe Mainoo or something like that, but that wouldn't be realistic, would it now? But yeah, Odegaard player of the season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who you think will finish first, and your top four will be. Oh, just before I leave, by the way, relegation. How could I forget? I nearly forgot. Relegation. Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich. 3 up, 3 down. Like the same people. No two ways about it. Southampton, not much needs to be said about them. They lost Che Adams, their best player pretty much. Ain't replaced him. Barely any signings. Leicester lost Enzo Maresca to Chelsea. Lost Dewsbury Hall to Chelsea. Lost Kelechi Iheanacho to Sevilla. Not enough signings. Like, what? Can Jamie Vardy really drag them through the mud again? Is that really going to happen? Their striker, Daka, is he going to score enough goals to get them out of relegation? They got a new manager and Steve Cooper as well. Can he, like, galvanise the team to get out of relegation with limited resources? Not really. And Ipswich Town, I know that might be some teams or some people's favourites, like, or exciting team for the season. But again, I just feel like the teams above them, like Everton, if the Premier League don't stop hounding them down with points reductions, yeah, I just believe they have more know-how and more ways, more intelligence on how to, you know, get that 35 to 40 point mark to be safe. Does McKenna know it more than Sean Dyche? Not really. I feel like Sean Dyche has that grit, that determination, that passion, that desire to get Everton out the rut for one last time. Even though, to be fair, Ipswich squad may be better than theirs, but again, the one man that can save them is Sean Dyche, literally. But yeah, relegation, Southampton 20th, Leicester 18th, Ipswich 17th. And I feel like Ipswich will just do a Luton 2.0. They'll start off well, but slow and steady always wins the race. They'll start off well, but then towards the end of the season, will filter out and just be flat. Maybe injuries may even hurt them as well during the season, and they can't replace them. Who knows? But that's my relegation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, on my Premier League prediction. See you guys tomorrow, because you know who plays. If I had it on my shirt, I would be pulling it right now. Manchester United against Fulham, 8 o'clock. Let's get it. See you in the next one. Love.